Hi everybody. I was called to do a reading for the summer solstice for the collective. If you follow me on Instagram, this is something I've been picking up since the beginning of June. There is a lot going on right now in the collective, a lot of purging. Summer solstice is like the reawakened ascension of the sun coming back up, and we're all growing in our fullest glory, our time to shine, where we're the most stem is the most stood up, beautiful colors are out in the open, ready to show ourselves to the world. A lot of information that came out here with the summer solstice was to purge, to be creative, to coax that inner fire, to detox, become a channel with spirit. The spiritual awakening is being highlighted, and it's needed more than ever at this time. We are in a dark times, and I believe the summer solstice came out right on time for us to give us a sense of hope, a sense of rebirth, a sense of strength, to coax our inner fire. We are the light. We are the light. We're the ones who will shine out through this darkness. We are the ones that's supposed to light the way, light workers. There's no one gonna come and save us. Our guardians, our spirit guides, our ancestors, they could only do so much from their end. We have to meet them halfway. We have to be committed, disciplined, spiritually in tune, and empowered, stamina to keep going. They know we have to rest. We're only human, but we have to meet them halfway. Okay, that was a message that needed to come out. So let's start with the reading. So the ones you see flipped over, I already pulled ahead of time. So I have some over here too. Let me add them over here. I already pulled ahead of time. The ones flipped up are the shadow cards that I wanted actually to put in front first, because the shadow cards is already what we know. We already feel this. We already feel this happening in the collective. We already know of this. A lot of us are in tune, and we know what's happening in the shadow area of the collective. So I used these cards are going to be what wants to come out from our ancient ancestors, or from the Akashic records, what's trying to come out and let us know from the Akashic records as well. From I pulled from this tarot deck for the where we at in our timeline in the 3D, and what we need to let go. I pulled from the Earth Gaia tarot, what will help us, what will support us to reach our higher timeline. I also pulled archetypes for the collective, and I pulled words of activation, words of encouragement from our ancestors, from our watchers. So let's start. Let's take a deep breath. And let's start with our Akashic records. From the shadow, we had here the activation. Okay, activation with the number 2. It says human discovering fire, Africa. Again, the internal fire. That's something that's being awakened in us. And we know we are going through this activation right now. They are activating. It's a tower moment. okay, a tower, and for us to be ready. It's like a call from the tarot. We have here the tower. Okay, again, the same, an activation, and it's like summer solstice is gonna be an intervention from the divine, forcing us to awaken, forcing us a jolt of inspiration, a jolt to start a fire again, like a lightning bolt that hits the tree and fire begins. They want to activate us. They want to stir our fire within. Okay, because I remember I posted something on my Instagram saying that I was channeling like an empty room, like a way that we feel like there's an empty room, a direction that we don't know where we're going. It's like where are we heading? It's dark. We don't see where we're heading. It's too foggy. It's too smoke and mirrors. And I caught that there's a lot of fog in the morning. There's a lot of like mist. There's a lot of forecast days sometimes before summer solstice began, and it's like we can't see clear where the collective is heading. And again, I'm going through all the shadow cards. That means that was on the bottom of the deck. So we have here on our support on the shadow is we are all activating. We have the high priestess. We are getting codes, we are getting support, we are getting information in our astrals, we're getting information in the awaken time and channeling, we're getting intuitive hits. We are all antennas, and it's up to us if we receive it. You know, sometimes it's not a dramatic message, it's quick, and if you don't pick up on these messages, write them down or keep them in the corner of your mind. You know how that means you're dismissing what you're getting. Please, my advice here as a reader is to keep in touch, keep in tune. We are all sensitives, we're all psychics, we're all starting to activate at these gifts. It's not just certain people. Some people are more ahead of the game due to they've been in tune or gifted since a young age. Okay, but now this awakening is happening, this activation is happening to the whole collective, okay, as a whole. The words of wisdom, we have time. Okay, I don't know about you guys, June is going super fast, but lately, since the summer solstice came close, it's going, somehow it feels like it slowed down. Like we're going in like a slow down time, and there is visitations going on. Okay, there's a lot of visitations happening at the moment. Don't be surprised if a member in your family who has passed has come in the astral realm, or if you're a medium, you saw them here. There's no veil anymore, so whoever has the senses of mediumship, don't be surprised if you had a visitation from a watcher, from an ancestor, a support group from the spiritual realm. Okay, so they're here, and then they're advising something's going on with our time. It's either being played with or they are working on our timelines. Okay, that's something they're really trying to support us. So it's up to us to pick up on these messages, decipher them, sit with them, write them down. Okay, so that was the shadow of the collective at the moment. All right, let's get to it. From the Akashic records, from our past ancestors and civilizations, what they're trying to bring in from this summer solstice portal. We have here planning, Machu Picchu, Peru. Okay, very activation, high elevation area here. So again, planning and working with ascension. I guess I with this mountain, I do feel again knowing our bodies, when we have to sit still, when we receive are the rain, when we receive the wind. There's going to be a lot of activating elements at this moment for us. We have to be in tune with our body. We have to be in tune with our body to receive these messages and plan ahead, knowing, especially if we are the females hearing this, plan for your cycles, for your moon cycles. They want us to start becoming aware of these activations and how to take care of our body. Okay, let's see what comes out in the next card. We have here stillness with the number 37. A Zen monastery, Japan. They want us to listen, to be still. There's a lot of, we are doing a lot of planning. Oh, they want us to plan while being still, because there's too much going on. Remember in the beginning of the reading, I said there is a lot of foggy, too much movement in the waters, that we do not see the big picture here. They're trying to get us in silos and departments, and they're trying to have us to sit still, organize our priorities. An expansion with Jupiter. Wow. Our spirituality, our heart chakra, our mind. Okay, so they're preparing us for this expansion in the next, for this phase of the summer solstice. What's coming through from the Akashic records is our activations is giving us more codes, more knowledge to help us in the future. We are the Akashic records. We just have to literally sit still and receive these codes. Every time we have like a portal, an activation, the sun starts hitting us with these light codes, we receive information we didn't know we had. We receive information that you're like, it's like comes as ideas, as thoughts. Don't dismiss them. Those are your codes, those are your messages. Start looking into it, start doing your research, start doing your homework, because there is gonna be a lot of information coming in when we sit still and meditate, or when we're alone, when we drive, when we're quiet, when we paint, when we journal. There's gonna be so much information coming in from our teams, from our watchers, from the support, from this portal. The full moon is going to be very important tomorrow. It's here. We're being called to look at where Jupiter is at and see where the moon is at, and where the house that the moon is in, that's where we have to sit and plan what we need to do. And it's going to be in Capricorn, so planning is perfect for this energy right here that the team is trying to let us know for this portal. So we have to plan for the full moon and the Jupiter and see how these two coexist in our charts, as well as how you feel. Some of us are not into astrology, so watch how you feel, even though sometimes we are antennas and we feel what's happening in the cosmos without even knowing. Okay, I need to take a drink of water real quick because getting I was getting hit with a lot of information right now. Okay, so we're gonna move on from here. If anything else comes out in the future of the reading, I'll come back. But this is right here is what we're at. Where we at are in the 3D, and what should we let go? So we have here 5 of Wands, all this fighting, all this aggression, all this hostility, all this competition between us as a humanity that's happening right now. 8 of Pentacles, Ocho de Oros. We are all working really hard right now. I don't know about you, but I've been feeling like I need a vacation. As a collective, I feel like we are burnt out. Okay, we are burnt out and fighting to keep climbing the ladder, somehow making it monetarily, somehow making it work, somehow providing for our families, somehow having a some type of status in this world or with our families. Yep, we have the devil card that came out. A lot of us are doom scrolling. A lot of us are too much into the news at the moment. A lot of us are eating wrong, and we feel somehow stuck. We feel chained to this information that's thrown in our face, in this spell of blockage, in this blockage spell. Knowing, how do we get out of this pattern as a collective? How do I move from this energy? How can I defeat temptation? How can I defeat this chain that won't let me free from where I'm trying to go? What are they supporting us with? What is the energy that the the portal of summer solstice is sending to us? Was coming through the portal from our watchers, from our ancestors, our guardians. Waking up. What did I say? Waking up. The rainbow activation. Waking up from our sleep. And if you guys know anything about the bats, they have ultrasonic hearing. They could see through the dark. They, again, sound waves. They hear with sonar. And that's what's waking up in us. All these abilities that we're able to see through the dark. That's why there's so much misinformation out there. There is so much fear mongering. There is so much um, darkness and fear and um, confrontation and aggressiveness out there. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Oh man. I've been getting all this right when I was starting the collective reading, and a lot of us are having like a lot of bodily with our bodies because it's changing. We're starting to get like more. I know. Sorry. Side note. We're starting to get more allergies. We're all becoming more sensitive. So listen to your bodies. Starting to change our diet. Starting to change what we consume, how much we consume, when our body's okay at its limit in each plate. Pretty much a balance for everything. So yeah, we're waking up. I don't know how much more times we have to hear this in this reading. There's a activation, a wake up call, some sort of jolt, an upgrade in our system. So what else? Mother Nature, now Empress. Okay, we are, once we are um, aligned and in tune with Mother Earth, she is working side by side with the sun. Okay, so summer solstice is masculine. It's the sun is masculine. It's very leadership, empowerment, showing the way. Right, Mother Earth is a nurturer. The fertile grounds, the grower. They work together. It's like the sun provides the energy and the light, the food source for everyone in on Mother Earth, and Mother feminine energy is to grow it, to nurture it, to make sure to kind of um, be there of support and also a leader in a different type of way. So it's like the feminine energy and the masculine energy working together. Okay, and I think that's how we are able to get in tune in our wake up call. It's like coming together with our high priestess, our empress, night and day, situation here. The night and the dark working together, the masculine and the feminine working together. And with that, we open up all our senses, the left and the right brain working together. No more separation, but unity in all types of ways. And the last one, clarity. This usually is the Ace of Swords, but look at that, crystalline, crystal codes, being clear, no more fog, crystal, clarity, one. This is beautiful. And with the crystals, we are being activated. So much information will be given to us. And lots of rainbow codes. We're going to see a lot of rainbows this summer. Okay, a lot of rainbows this summer. A lot of different ways to do things. So make sure you guys um follow your intuition. We are being guided, and we're all in our, and we are a unit, but we all have to finish our individual purpose to, because we're all a piece of this puzzle. Okay, archetypes. We have here the siren. Okay, again, with the bat here, I feel like again our voices are being activated. I see here red. Okay, I know that there's something about the water being heated. The ocean life is being activated. That's something they really confirmed here. We might see animals, or we are seeing animals we never seen before, but something about something about siren mermaids, siren energy. I'm hearing it's karmic. I think, believe it or not, there is worlds on the ocean that we do not see, and I think they're going through an activation themselves. It's like a different collective under the ocean, and it's like a wake up call for them too. As above, so below. We're going through changes up here. They're going through changes under there. We're gonna see a lot of, unfortunately, maybe some things in the ocean that people above are doing. Our leadership corporations that are doing that is causing this karma, and that we don't like. Maybe a lot of, like, I don't like to say that, but that's in the ocean that we will be also contacted maybe by the ocean beings. We have here gnosis, and this word has been um really coming up since like the end of May. I go on live sometimes on Instagram, and this is like a word that keeps coming up. It's like the coming together of cells. Again, the full moon here. And then I feel like, again, like the rainbow codes I was saying, and the geometry, the physics, and the animals. It's like the cosmos. Everything is one, and the patterns are changing, and we are being redirected. It looks like a compass to me as well. We are being redirected, and somehow changing our physics as we know it. That's why they're giving us these gifts, activating them so we know and be adaptable, become adaptable to the changes. And once we become adaptable to the changes, we are able to see the light, be able to see the light and the sweetness, that the new opportunities that will come. And something about the flowers, I really feel like the flowers are medicine. It has been a repeated energetic download for me about wildflowers, dandelions, roses. It's something that keeps coming up. And all this magenta color is really important. It's like your crown chakra. I also see your sacral as well. It's like feminine energies coming up, becoming okay with your feminine side, being still, like a lot of magenta here, being still and being okay with intuition and what you receive, not thinking you're weird, but being okay with being a late bloomer as well. A lot of us that are gonna be like on the on our focus role on a role are the late bloomers. This solar, the solstice, summer solstice, the late bloomers are gonna be the focus. They're gonna be the focus. We're gonna show out. Okay. Now we're gonna move on to words of activation, words that our watchers or ancestors, spirit guardians would like to talk to us about. We have here martyr, martyr, someone carrying like an altar of passing, an altar of a passageway. I see many guardians here. Just carrying the candles. What else do I see here? Some deities, like there's an eagle right there or a hawk. A lot of hanging rosaries, going back in faith, starting to pray. They want to work with us. They want to communicate. Okay. There's no veil right now, and they're making it very clear that there's gonna be way more communication from the other side moving forward. Okay. Purpose. They want us to walk our purpose. They want us to be okay with this new era. Age of Aquarius, it's very about being okay with new innovation, changes, adaptabilities, adjustments, being okay that we're not the only ones in this world. Of course, discernment, that's what they are. These wake up calls and new activations are for. And DNA codes from the Akashic records, that's what they're for. But they want us to start working our purpose without fear, but with strength and courage. And again, what did I say? They want us to shine. Look at that. They want us to shine, to be in our power. Doesn't matter what anyone in the collective has to say. They want us to shine. Be that earth angel you're meant to be. Follow your purpose. Communicate. Do your prayers. There is better times coming. A new earth. Wake up call of the earth. How to see and move clearly. Be patient. Be still. There is expansion happening, but it's in time. We might not be, it's like they are leading us step by step, and we have to learn to enjoy the journey now, when it's not going to change in a second or two. It's going to take time. These years coming up are going to be very important, but we need to stop being so hostile and against each other. All this competition, workhorses. Make sure you take your time. Make sure you take your rest. Sometimes we block ourselves being um by being too attached to an ending, being too attached to um a vision that we think it should go. But again, the biggest word here that pops up with this collective reading is being adaptable and listening to yourself. Know thyself. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. There will be more coming up soon. And namaste.